Saddle up, partner, because shopping just went full Wild West. In Wild West Supermarket Simulator, we're not wrangling cattle, but we are wrangling customers, provisions, and shelves that always seem to run out at the worst possible time. From stacking cans like a high noon showdown to managing prices that drop quicker than the setting sun, it's all about keeping this frontier market in tip-top shape. Grab your hat, dust off your boots, and let's see if we can turn this dusty little store into the best market west of the Mississippi. So now we have two different game modes, or two different sort of difficulties that we can work with here. We can work with casual prices. In this mode, the prices do not reflect the historical prices from the period in which the game is set. Due to high base prices, traders in this mode may offer much greater price variation during trading. Then we have realistic prices. In this mode, the game endeavors to offer prices as proximate as possible to those that were historically accurate for the Wild West era. It's the best choice for players seeking an immersive gameplay experience. Large discounts from traveling merchants are less common. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go all the way, get fully immersed with realistic prices. All right, here we go. Now, I did play the demo of this, so if you want to check out the gameplay for that, it is on the channel as well. So we need to talk to John. Territory Chronicle. New general store. Remember old John? He had to shut down. Too many folks buying on credit. But good news, the general store has a new owner. He's starting from scratch, but with some luck, we won't have to ride to the next town for supplies anymore. Let's wish him well and see how it goes. Now, I do remember saying I really like the UI. It's clean, it's thematic, and it's just, it's prominent enough where it grabs your attention, but it doesn't demand attention and pulls away your attention from other important things on the screen. So that's really nice. Hey there, John. Ah, there you are. Ready to settle down and become a businessman? Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do just fine. Better than me, anyway. Just don't be too lenient with your customers. Speaking of business, I've got a little something for you. I plan to take it with me, but honestly, I don't really have any use for this anymore. Consider it a housewarming gift. Take what's on the cart behind me. This'll get you started. Oh, first, I'm afraid you'll have a little cleaning up to do. Now, come on. Let me show you your new store. Yeah, so this is the guy that used to own the general store, and then now he's given it up. Okay, so we should be able to grab this, maybe? Maybe not yet. Yeah, okay, it wants us to actually clean the store first. Yeah, I remember also really liking the map, really liking the layout of things, the details of the environment were really nice. It just needed more people, which we seem to have, and we have people on horses, which we didn't have in the demo from what I remember. So that's also really nice to see. Now, yeah, one thing you'll notice though is that a lot of the models are pretty much the same person, male, female. Like if you look here, they're all the same. So hopefully over time, while they're in early access, they'll be able to add more models and stuff like that. Again, continuing with that sort of immersion. All right. We need to take this to the trash pile, which, yeah, I think with the compass rose. There we go. It just wouldn't be a simulator without having us pick up trash in the beginning, right? Like, I would kind of understand if it was left abandoned, but the fact the guy's still here, at this point, you're just a jerk. Like, just do it your darn self. Yeah, I also remember in the demo, I was just flinging stuff out in this area here because I didn't know where there was a trash. I didn't see one. I don't know if there really was one because I don't remember this being here, so I'm glad they put in something. And then F to open. Boop. There we go. Good old baked beans. Pew, 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 pew. Box SMG for the win. And want to make sure we change the price here. We can go up and down on the arrow keys, or we can just randomly type. Testing to see if WASD actually worked. What I like here is the layout where you can see current price, market price, the profit you're making, and then how much inventory you have in boxes and on shelves, which is really nice. So I'm going to assume 10 cents is a lot, right, for this time period. But we can try 5 cents higher and see what they have to say. So I do remember that people will give you little indications above their head, which is really nice. They'll actually show like an icon of the beans or of corn flour or whatever else. And then if there's a red arrow next to it, it means the price is too high. If there's a black X next to it, then that means that you're out of stock. It's really nice indicators like that because there are several like grocery store simulators, shopping simulators where people will come in and complain, but you don't know why. They make a noise, they indicate they're not happy, but you have no idea what they're referring to. So let's talk to... Oh, no. They want us to open the store. Okay. Whoop. We have $5 to our name. This is where we order. Let's go ahead and get more beans, because these sell quick from what I remember. Corn flour as well sells very fast. We could get coffee. Okay. Howdy. Okay, so there are two different ways of doing the cash register here. You can either do it the role-playing way and actually input it, or you can just hit E, if I remember right from the demo, to be able to do like a fast purchase. So let's do it on here first. So again, we have cents. So we have 50, what is it, 30? 30. Okay, so we're looking for 30. There we go. Click that, pull that. We take the money, and we give them the change. And then confirm with spacebar, and we're good to go. So that is one way of doing it, but also you can hit E and just do it very quickly. I like having the options there, because you get busy as is that sometimes you just can't. You can't have the spend the time trying to go through the register stuff. So I totally get that. But some people like that immersion, which is also great. Let's see if that works. Go. Now, one thing you have to be careful with this game is that when you place things, people will automatically start to grab them and purchase them before you set the price. I wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately that is just the way it is. Market price, so let's go with, 6. Hopefully that works. There we go. I was trying to cheese it a little bit. Yeah, so far no complaints with 5 cents. I have a feeling if I upped it by 10 cents, they would complain. But that's just a price theory. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll get with you ladies in just a second. Pop that down. I like the music. Music is definitely very nice. Look at me go. Yeah, so he's saying corn flour is too high. Okay, so we'll lower that down then. Ooh, coffee. Nectar of the gods. Still saying cornflower is too hard, huh? Did he grab any? No, he just grabbed coffee. Okay. So weird. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. I just saw the inside of her head. Can I? Oh, god, that's nightmare fuel. Oh, why? Oh no. Sorry, ma'am, I just need to see that. Oh boy. Yep, that's a face only a mother would love. Okay. Oh. You know, when people say I'd like to get in their head, I don't think that's what they mean. So we could buy cigarettes. Could do a small mystery box, one product per box. Yeah, with the realistic prices, we're definitely not going to see massive profits. It's going to be more of a numbers game than anything else. Howdy. Oops. Well, okay. I guess let's go in there now. Holy crap. Okay. Slow down, folks. Love just chucking stuff. Anything? Yep. Okay, we've got stuff here. Pew, pew, pew. Alright, thank you very much. We have cigarettes out here now, which come in wooden boxes. I'm so used to it being cigars that come in those, but back in the day. Actually, that is a neat little thing about this game, is if you look at the details of the products, they look like they fit the time period. Like, it's really nice to see. It really looks like the devs focused in on not only mechanics and what's available to you in this town and what you can do with it, but also the details of like the products you actually sell. And it just makes sense. Like, oh yeah, cornflower. They would grab that. That makes sense. Let's see. Is this... I have no idea if that's open, empty or not. Doesn't say open, so... Yeah, okay, it's empty. Because if you notice, too... Let's see here. Oh, that's right, not here. But... here... we sell all sorts of things. We've got large products like candy canes, milk, beef jerky, cornflower, pickles, basically stuff you'd find at like an old country buffet. Medium products, pickles, maple sugar, specialty coffee, and stuff like that. And you have small products like cornflower, beef jerky, chocolate candies. Meat products, hare meat, deer meat, fox meat, beef, and so forth. Different kinds of breads, bread, big bread, medium bread, bun. Corn, beans, potatoes, pumpkin. Different tools as well. Pickaxe, shovel, hammer, garden rake, wooden hammer, sickle. Again, for farming, for maintaining your land, for repairs and fixing things. Like, you are a provisions shop. And also, of course, because it's the Wild West, weapons. So, makes a lot of sense. You, of course, can also buy things for your shop. So you've got all different kinds of shelves for different sized products, for different kinds of products, like meat and also bread for bakery for bread. You can eventually get employees. Requires store levels 5. And then you can start getting them. Adam Johnson, John River, Julia Johansson. And then you can view the market as well. How has the price changed? What are we looking at? Should I order some more of X, or should I hold off because it's a low day anyway? And then your overall reports. Your store XP, store level, number of visitors, what sold the most or sold at all, and how did customers feel? And so you can see, and you see specific complaints too, which is brilliant. I love seeing that because we don't often get that kind of information. So that's really nice. There we go. So now we have cigarettes as well. We want to change the price on those. Let's try 25 and see what happens there. Now you can also hit the middle mouse button and you can see all the different icons of the stuff that's around. So we can see our trash pile with the trash icon. I'm assuming that's going to be the bank where we can get loans. Yep, so we can do up to $25. And again, think about the time period and the pricing that I chose. And then you can see the interest rate. Interest rate stays the same, but daily payment will change depending on the days to pay. All right, so let's see here. Oh, okay. So in order to sell certain things, you need licenses. And in order to get those licenses, you can actually do little mini games. So for this, it's throwing a tomahawk, and if you get a certain score by hitting the target enough, you will unlock a new license. And that way you can get wooden hammer, shovel, garden rake, small pickaxe, sickle. So that's really nice. Yeah, you could grind and actually pay for the license, which is what you would do in real life, but this just makes it a little more dynamic, a little more interesting, adding these little mini games throughout, so that way you're just not doing the same grind over and over again, and it gets you out of your shop, which is really nice too, because sometimes you could have a great map, but if you never leave the shop, what's the point of it? So I like this. This is actually really cool. And you could do easy, medium, and hard. Let's just do easy, I guess, to start if we can. Let's see. Or, I don't know. Maybe we just play? Let's see. Oh boy. I can't even see, it's so dark. There we go. I swear there's a target there. Am I not hitting it? What is going on? There we go. Okay. It's so dark I couldn't see where it was going. And there we go. For doing that, we got the wooden hammer, a bunch of other tools. That's really cool. I love that. Neat. Okay. Let's see. There's another controller icon over here. This one has guns, pistols, and ammo. So I'm guessing this is going to be a shooting range. Okay, yeah. And this will open up products for new weapons. Oh boy. Break. +0. What? I guess it's where you shoot. Oh my goodness, I'm so not prepared for this. There we go. I haven't done a first-person shooter in a while, if you couldn't tell. My goodness. Ooh, boy. All right. So we would need 400. We were at 215. And it doesn't seem to cost us any money, which is nice. My sensitivity is also very high. It's actually too high for FPS. Yeah, so if you go outside of the body of the person, you get 0 points. So that's okay. That was 390 though. I'm getting better. Okay, let's lower the sensitivity a bit more. There we go. Nope, 0. I'm also overthinking it because I have not played, like I said, FPS in quite some time. All right, so we do have that. Let's get the sensitivity back up. There we go. That's better. Okay, so nothing over here. Again, the details are really nice. The farmland, the different barns and storefronts and stuff. We have a message board here, so I'm going to assume maybe little quests or like side missions will pop up that we can accept. And this here is a merchant. Selling tools. Okay, medium mystery box, old axe, two-handed axe, stuff like that. Okay, so basically, the thing is with traders, the reason why it's nice to have is because sometimes they'll sell an item for cheaper than what would be out of that manual that we have in the back of the shop that I go to put in orders of stuff. So sometimes they can be cheaper. You know, you might be able to like bargain and haggle and stuff like that. So that's nice. Oi. Alright, what is it? Something over here. Oh, at the bakery. Okay. You know, that's probably like a bread license or something, like a bakery license. Is that way we can unlock things for ordering? And let's see. Iron Springs. Okay, so corn, beans, potatoes, pumpkin. Currently locked until we get the license. There's a big old house up here. This is cool. Oh, okay. Fireplace. So this is completely empty. So what I'm assuming here is that we not only manage our shop, but we'll also manage this house. This will probably become ours. That's really cool. The architect mode M. This is for the store. We can purchase back room space, staircase to an upstairs, left room, right room. Previous object. Let's see. Arrow keys? Yeah, it's the house. Look at this. Living room, staircase, small room, and room. Cool. That's really neat. So you really get to work towards something and have a certain degree of customization with things and all that. That's neat. Okay, the papyrus highlights the book. Wait until the end of day. All right. So let's go ahead and... How do we finish the day? Let's see, wait till the end of day. I mean, we're at the end of day, aren't we? Because time stopped at 2000. Should I do that? Now finish day. Okay. We have our overview. Cool. Horse meat. Ugh. Daily market review. So this is nice that it tells you that prices have changed. The only thing is trying to remember it. Because if you get distracted with something, I don't know if there's a way of getting access to this again. It would be nice though if you could just bring it up again so you know. And one more box. Doesn't seem like we have to worry much about like trash and cleaning though. At least not yet. Okay, so we're waiting on people. So we have different furniture that we can buy for our home, and I'm guessing for here too, in a sense. Different paints, which some of them seem more to be more like the wood grain, really, or wood color rather than just paint, but still cool. I like that. Does it cost anything? Doesn't actually seem to cost anything, which I'm super surprised at. These you can't order from this book. I wonder if you can. You probably order it from this book. Let's see. Order shelves, market. No. Huh. So I wonder how we get access to furniture and stuff. We'll find out. So it's 9 o'clock, and so far I don't see any people. Did I bork this? Wait until the end of the day. Yeah, either we're running into a bug or something. I mean, it's got to be a bug, right? Maybe people are coming now? Hey, there we go. Her wearing a bandolier just so casually is interesting. She's ready for a brawl, jeez. Well, no complaints either, that's good. No, stack it like Jenga, that's fine. Oh, we can't go that way? Oh, man. Sir, you know you can come in, too. I mean, I've heard of window shopping, but this is a little ridiculous. No? Okay, fine. Okay, some more cigarettes. Buy that. And we'll have one of each on hand. Yeah, it feels like with the realistic prices that you really have to be careful with ordering too much. It seems to be a much bigger issue. Alright, see you later, Patches. Hey, alright, Prestige Star 2, or 2 stars. $4 to our name, level 4. Alright, coffee, or what is that? Yeah. Oh, beans. That's beans. Okay, there we go. Think that's empty? Or, no, it looks like there's one more item in there. Yeah, being able to see how many items are in a box would be helpful. Yeah, I think there's one there, Get more cigarettes, jeez. I mean, for the time period, though, definitely makes sense. Just chuck it on the ground. It's fine. Alright, thank you very much. What is up with all the women with the bandoliers? Was there an announcement that I missed? Holy cow. Okay, so let's see, what else can we put out? Beans? Horse beans. I think there's still something there, I think. Yep, coffee. Okay. It's really hard to see that little coffee in there. Have a good one. So, coffee and corn flour. Yeet. Can't beat the yeet. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, nope, I think there's like 3 more in there. It would be nice to hear voices. That would be a really nice plus, I think. Though hopefully not AI voices. Yeah, having them for John, maybe having a few different things that pop up, like people yawning or sneezing or, you know, just saying, oh, excuse me, or something like that. Make it feel a little more alive. Ooh, do we have beans? Eh, we're a little low. All right, let's go grab some. Yeah, mess with people and their beans. Honestly, I've always liked baked beans, though I don't really eat them that often. What's wild is there's actually a company that makes baked beans with Dr. Pepper. And I've had them, and they're actually not bad. They're just sweet, you know? So depending on how you like your beans, I guess. Definitely different. Let's see. What? I don't know what this is. Just spam it until it goes up. There we go. I mean, I could close it and see it, but yeah. Think there's more in the box? Yes, okay. Howdy, how you doing? Have a good one. Let's see, so we still have cigarettes, but not much. So let's do cigarettes and coffee. what is this? Baked beans, okay. Okay, so that's done. Yeah. We're almost closed. Doot, doot. Excuse me, pardon me. Still one in there. There we go, and we are officially closed. Good thing we have Amazon, evidently, back in the Wild West. These instant deliveries are fantastic. Coffee? And no. Who knew we had drone delivery, you know? It's amazing. You know, for science, I'm just going to see if I can throw this away with a product in it. Yes. Okay, so when you play this game, you'll want to make sure that you don't accidentally throw away something. Oh, it does tell you the inventory, actually, of the box, too, to the right. I just didn't initially notice it because I don't know, I feel like there usually aren't notifications in that area, typically, unless you have, like, a map HUD or something like that. So, okay, so that does tell you what's inside the box. Yeah, be careful of accidentally throwing it away. Alright, so close the store. New vendors have arrived. Howdy, folks. Caravan of traveling merchants just rolled into town bringing fine goods at prices lower than a rattlesnake's belly. They've set up a shop near the old saloon and will be here for just one day. Best hitch up and get yours before they ride out with the sunrise. Butcher's Banquet. The townsfolk are preparing for a true meat feast. The butchers are working overtime, but supplies won't last forever. Okay. So this tells you when are good times to buy things and if there's something special going on in the town. That's really neat. I do really like that. Yeah, so that seems good for that price. Well, that's working. 5 cents more. Okay. Okay. I wonder if we can charge a little more. Oop, nope, not for that. See if we can get away with that. Okay, I want to know what this, like, tent is over here. Okay, so this is where the merchants are, the traveling merchants. I'm assuming. Or something. What is going... Okay. Okay. Alright, is there anything over here? Oh, just the news for the day goes here. Oh, okay, cool. So this is how you can go back to it to make sure on things? Well, we have coffee. We're going to need more beans, more corn flour, so we might as well order it. Just chuck it. It's fine. They made boxes really well back in the day. Clearly. Talk to John at the saloon. Well, then I'm closing up. Howdy. Well, well, well. Business is picking up. Way to go. But I hear people complaining you don't stock any bread. No wonder. For some items, you need the support of local vendors. Now, luckily for you, Otis over at the bakery is an old buddy of mine. Let's pay him a visit. He's not that hard to convince. Some products require a license before you can order them. Licenses can be unlocked from local suppliers. Look for the controller icon. Hey, Otis/John. Okay. So you're looking for a permit to sell bread? Yeah, sure, why not? But first, I have to be sure you get what makes bread so special. I've got a lot on my hands today. How about you lend me a hand at the oven now, and I'll lend you mine for that signature later. And no worries, just keep those hands quick and steady and dusted in flour. Okay, so we're trying to go for bread and medium bread. Oh boy. Okay, so we can't move, but we can rotate and put stuff in the oven. I'm assuming we don't want to burn anything. We can see the timers above the loaves. Oh, wow. The visual change is really nice. Look at that. That's really well done. Look at us go. Making bread. Seeing it rise makes me think about how our profits will rise. Yeah, I like the little timer above too. Oop, okay. So if it starts going red, then you're burning it. New license, there we go. Nice work. Most precious secret ingredient is time, and you wasted none of it. No way I'll sell all that today. Take some for yourself. It's on the crate on the table. You've earned it. You're making that bread, son. Yeah. Order a shelf for bakery products. Let's do it. And we get a special offer. Thank you very much for that. Then it goes back up to 5. Make sure it's facing the right direction here. Go. And they want us to order bakery products as well. Okay. Oh, geez, 13 cents. Oh, boy. Let's open up and make some money, shall we? Alright, we'll yeet this. Alright, so now we have bread. Oh, we want to change the price, though. There we go. Feeling better about that. Talk to John. Things are coming along nicely, huh? Might be time to think bigger. Add a new room, you know, expand. My dude, I've barely filled up the room I have. Fresh coat of paint probably wouldn't hurt either. Can't beat a good first impression. You can expand your store in architect mode. To enable it, press M. Like, I'm not an enabler, okay? How dare. It is kind of weird they want you to expand already. It feels like that should be, like, later on. There we go. Just shuck it. Is there a nicer way to put it down? All I see is, I see highlight. Yeah, open and close. And chuck it. Okay. Look, if I was capable of sitting things down, folks, I promise your stuff would be in one piece. Yeet. Thank you. Have a good one. Lady Bandolier, how you doing? Okay, so you have to be in front to be able to load stuff up. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. These are okay. Coffee. There you go. We're going to have to order some more corn flour. And, ooh, cigarettes, actually. Yeet. Fastest cashier on this side of the Mississippi. Go, get rid of this box now. Yeet. Oh, hi. It's raining bread. Ah, excuse you. Excuse me, pardon me. It's fine. The ground softened the blow, I swear. Well, what do you think of this game? With this just releasing now, after the demo being out for a little bit, what are your thoughts? For me, I like the concept of it. It definitely needs more to keep things interesting. It definitely needs to become more lively, but it's definitely in a better direction than the demo, which is good. Not saying the demo was bad, but again, it was a demo, all right? It was a pre-release build. So this is definitely a good direction. I just would like to see more. So We'll see what happens between sound effects for horses and people, maybe just environmental noises, like you should have like the wind at times, and ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, you should have like the wind at times, maybe noises from the saloon and stuff like that. I think the right sound can go a long way. Also, you know, it depends on what kind of customization options we have and how we can make spaces really feel like our own. I think that can make and break, you know, how long people play for. All right, here's the last person of the day. Yeah, we're going to need more cigarettes as well as more corn flour. Oh, and they just left. Okay, well then. So it seems like unless they're already at a shelf looking and grabbing, they'll just walk out. Otherwise, they'll stay, finish up everything, you'll ring them out, and then they'll leave. But yeah, so far, I like the aspects of it. It just feels like it just needs a little more. So I'm really intrigued to see where this game goes. But again, let me know your thoughts. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link is in the description section of this video. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.